Yeah. Now I know it gets tiring, right? A lot of people, and I know you just entered the interview with Adam about, a lot of people want to know about the scar on your face.
Yeah.
Tell us about that day and what actually happened.
Like I was really just a kid, like being a kid. So I was smoking weed when I shouldn't have been, and my mom was asleep. So I took the initiative to try to cook me some fries, but me seeing my cousin do it, cause I never knew the grease got to be hot before you drop them. So I'm like, I'm gonna just make the grease hot, then get them so they can like fry quicker. So I fuck around and put the grease on, cut the stove on high. My plan was to come right back in because I know the stove get hot quick. So I'm like, as soon as it's hot enough, I'm gonna drop them. I go back in my room and try to finish my blunt, but I'm kind of sneaking too because my mom's still in the house. So I close the door, do my little thing, and I done fuck around and forgot. So the smoke detector started going off in the house. So now I'm rushing because I don't want to wake my mom up. I done ran back to the kitchen. The fucking pot of grease on fire. So with me just being a kid, not knowing, I see fire. The first thing come to my head is water. I'm not even thinking about the grease. I'm like, shit, fire, water. So I grab a pot while it's on fire and I'm trying to ease it to the sink. I turn the cold water on and put the fucking pot of grease under the water. And the shit, I threw it back
Oh
at me.
shit.
And it hit my whole left arm. This the hand I was holding it with, so it didn't really get this arm that much. It like kind of shot off. It hit this whole side of my face and my neck, like down to like right here. Cause I had on a jersey with no shirt under it, so it got like down in my chest area. So at first I'm thinking it's just grease because it didn't burn or nothing. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to wipe it off, but it's like my skin moving and it was weird. So I'm like, man, let me go tell my mom. I'm like, this shit don't feel right. So I tell her, like, I just wasted grease on me. She like, all right, go wash it off. I'm like, it's starting to burn, ma. She like, what you do? So now she done jumped up in a frantic. I'm like, I had put the water on the grease. She like, hell no. So she like, go get in the shower. I get in the shower, it make it 10 times worse. Now the shit, like it literally felt like my skin was boiling off my body. So she taking me to the hospital. Like, I'm hanging out the window of the car trying to get the air because it's burning so bad. I'm thinking I'm finna die because my face, like, it's swelling up. And it's just like it was, my nose was getting tight because it had got in my nose. So, like, my nose was getting tight. And I'm like, man, I can't breathe. So we get to the hospital. I don't know what the fuck they did. I guess they put me to sleep or something. But when I woke up, my whole family was in the room and my arm was wrapped up, my hand was wrapped up, and my face was like, I had a bandage on my face, like on my cheek. So I'm like, now I'm just lost. Like, what the fuck? So for like the first 2 days, I was on bed, like I couldn't really get up. I was in pain. So my family came the next day, and my little cousin came in with her mama, and she just bust out crying like it ran off like it's a monster. She was little. I'm like, what the
Wow.
fuck she talking about? But the doctor kept telling me, like, whatever you do, don't look in the mirror. She like, just don't look in the mirror. So that made me like, why is she saying this? So I go look in the mirror. My whole face is like this big off my body. I mean, off my face is like this big. And it's all black, like pitch black. My eye closed, everything. So I'm like, what the fuck? I just bust out crying, sat back down. I'm thinking this how I'm finna look for the rest of my life. Like I literally was in the bed having thoughts about killing myself because I'm like, I can't. How the fuck I'm gonna live like this? Just being a kid. But I was so strong-minded once I just started, like, I'm talking to the doctors and they like, you ain't gonna look like that forever. You just gonna have a mark. So I'm like, all right. So I was in the hospital for damn near like probably like 20 days. They finally let me go home, but I had to keep a bandage wrapped around. And it was the summertime, and they kept saying, like, don't go in the sun, all this shit. So when I got home, I was in the house for like 2 or 3 days, just really kind of, it was like a self-conscious thing. Like, I didn't want people to talk about me, so I just stayed in the house. And one day it was all the kids on the block outside. And then it was like probably my birthday. I did this shit the day before my birthday. So it was probably about a month after my birthday. I never got to wear my birthday outfit, none of that shit. So the whole block outside, I put on my shit and come outside. But I'm wrapped up. So everybody just, asking how all that shit. I'm like, I'm straight. So my mama like, I know you probably not gonna want to go to school because people gonna talk about you. Whoop. But I'm like, I don't care. I want to go to school because at this time, now my whole side of my face is pink. My arm pink, all this shit pink as hell. And like my face, I couldn't wrap it up, so I had to like show my face, but my arm. No, I had to start taking the shit off my arm after a minute because they like, you got to start letting some air hit it. So my shit pink for probably, I say, almost a month. Then it just started turning into blisters. So my arm used to have a big ass blister that it was like draining every day. And like the worst part was right here. It was like almost 3rd degree. They said it wasn't, but it was almost. And they was trying to like tell me like they could just do a skin graft for my face, like take some skin off my ass or some shit and put it on my face. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I'ma just thug it, you feel me? So the doctor kept telling me like, cause honestly I didn't use the cocoa butter when they was telling me like, you gotta put cocoa butter on every day. And I never liked the lotion and shit. So I'm like, I'll be straight. So I'm thinking like, my face gonna just go back regular. So as I got to healing more, it was 3 blisters. Like these blisters, these not bumps, but they they not blisters that drain. And then I don't remember what they said, but they like the marks gonna be there forever. Like there's nothing you could do about it because it ain't smooth. Like the cocoa butter was just to try to get my color back. So like they was bigger at first, then they just got littler and littler. So I started thinking that the shit was gonna go away. So every time I go to the doctor, I ask, and she like, I don't know. She like, I don't want to guarantee it, but she like, you might have a mark there forever. So it ended up going down to this. So when I got to this point, I was happy. I'm like, my face not big as hell and black and all that shit no more. I'm straight. I can open my eye. I'm like, fuck it. And I started using the cocoa butter shit now because I'm like, man, this shit gotta go away. But it kind of brought my color back because at first it's still like, if you notice, this side darker, but it was way darker than that. But these 3 blisters right here, like they'd never go away. I think they said it was something I can do to get it fixed, but I'm like, this is my look now, so I don't even want to change my look. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just go with the flow. But
Did it affect your confidence at a young age?
I mean, yeah, it was a little bit, but like I said, like I really didn't care because like I had the choice to not go to school the whole summer, but I'm like, I'm going. I don't care what nobody say. Like a few like girls used to talk about me sometimes, whoop whoop whoop, or somebody would tell me what a girl said, but like niggas never said nothing to my face, never, because I was always aggressive anyway, and they know we finna fight, but like. Motherfuckers would just get back to me like, oh, they said you ugly in your face, woo woo. I never cared. Like it never like really got to me where I wanted to fight somebody or cry and none of that shit. I was just like, it is what it is. And like now, with all these random and weird ass fans, like I be just seeing motherfuckers, they be thinking it's acne on my face. Or they be like, oh, what the fuck is that on his face? Like, he dirty, or it's the Flint water, all that shit. And I'm like, if you pay attention, the whole left side of my face is smooth, like normal. This obviously is a scar. It's not like people that I seen with bad acne, it be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you pay attention or if you close to me, you'll see that these is not actual bumps that like they're blisters, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was really like, once I got older, I really didn't care. But I'm like, now with this rap shit, like it'd be funny when I read the comments and shit, but it's like, this just my look now, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm fine with it. I still do everything the next nigga can do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got a signature look now. So when
Yeah,
people see you,
they know it's me.
they
Like if
know it's
I
you.
see a fan since this corona shit, and they'll see the chain or something, where they'll keep walking past me or keep looking, and they'll be like I done had people like, you look like Rio. I'm like, that is me. They like, no, it's not. They like, pull your mask down. I'm like, show them my face. They're like, oh yeah, that's him. So I feel like it's just like my look. Like I ain't gonna change my look. Like I'm cool with it.